Hello, guys. Welcome. For those that are new, my name's Elizabeth. I just want to make sure my mic's on. I'm recording. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm going to see if I could go live on social media. Let me see. How do I do? Okay. I just feel like I need to do more lives. So today I want to discuss, I'm going to record just to see the lighting's a little off. Maybe I need to bring this down a little right there. But hold on, let me set this up. It's hmm. It's not easy. If you could see my background, you could see me propping paper plates, boxes on top of boxes. Okay, let's do this. Okay, guys, welcome. I hope everyone could hear me okay. Today I want to discuss life. We just recently went through a family loss. And it's hard. It's always hard when you lose someone, but this person was young. He served the community, he served the people, and he was young, early 40s, as a firefighter. He died in the line of duty. And the reason I'm touching base because it brought so many things up in me. Like I'm like, okay, I started this lavishly blessed, and then I circled back around to what's bringing me bread and butter. But it all started off with my mind, with knowing what made things work, and at least for me, for my life, for everything that I'm doing. So it was changing the way I was thinking, changing the way I saw people, lives, circumstances, events, just completely seeing it from a different arena, transformed my life in ways I cannot describe because not everything is shown on the outside. We think that the homes, the cars, the vacations, the brand name watches, which by the way, mine's getting repaired, brand name watches, brand name shoes, brand name clothes, none of that. I mean, yes, I guess it's okay if you're going after that and you want that. It's good to have ambition, to have desire, to have want. I'm not talking down because that's me. I love my nice vacations. I love my nice home. I'm grateful for it. And when I learned that it was all mind and that I could put it to the test, I did. And my returns have been infinite. And I say infinite because the outside, again, is very minimal to what it has done for me on the inside. No one can see my emotions. No one can see my imagination. No one, I mean, they can sense it. You can sense when someone's like happy and excited or sad and gloomy. You can sense people's demeanor when you see them. But on a day to day basis, the return of investment of me changing my mindset has been not incremental. It has been life transforming. It has been in another level that I can't put into words. That's to say that if I could share this now more than ever, having this family loss has just brought back everything. If there's anything that I could leave behind, it's like my mom would say when she was young and she started a real estate business. She would say, it's not the homes, it's not the properties, it's not the money, it's not the savings, it's not the life insurance, it's not none of that. Read these books, get educated. Well, I was 14, 15. I had no idea about that. I didn't care about that. But now it makes complete sense. I get it. I get it because she did the inner work to get the outer correct and is able to, if we need it, help us. If someone else needs it, she helps them. She's helped hundreds of families. She's helped the community. She's given back in more ways than one, and she doesn't go out and publicize it. She doesn't go out and say it, and she might be upset that I'm saying it here. But I'm going to tell you, my folks have done the work. They've been able, and they're in that position where they're able to help. And I think that's kind of what this loss has brought back to me. Like, you sit and reflect and you think about everything, and I'm like, I need to give back. And my cousin did that. He gave back in more ways than one. He helped kids in baseball. He helped little kids that didn't have food for Thanksgiving, donated, raising money. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been blessed so much. And the only thing that I feel calling for is sharing this information. Like, I've mentioned to a lot of you that still follow me that it's been like a little bubble inside of me that grows and tells me to share this information. Well, I felt that again. I felt that calling again when this happened. And I'm like, I need to turn on the mic. I need to turn on record, and I need to share this information and leave it out there for whoever it helps. I know in a lot of people's lives, things may seem different, difficult, and up struggle. But in my life, I'm going to be very honest. I try to see everything like perfect. And it took work. I'm not going to say it happened overnight. It took work. The work was inside. It wasn't like physical or mental struggle. It just constantly watching my thoughts, constantly watching what I would tell myself, constantly watching, or not watching, but just staying attentive to what I was listening to, who I was listening to, what they were saying, what was being said. Is it good for me? Is it good for my goals? Is it good for my future, for my kids? Always questioning is important. And if it's not, you have to make a change, and you have to know what you listen to, what you focus on has to give you some return of investment. And if it doesn't, you need to just turn it off and move to a different TV program or podcast or book or friend, or and being very, very not selfish, but be very keenly aware of where you put your attention. That's the number one thing I want to say here. And this is the number one thing I could give to you, because it is a game changer. So before and again, I known this because my mom would drill it in my head when I was young. But before all this, yes, I had the messy mind where I was scatterbrained, doing a million things at the same time, which I still do. I'm far from perfect. I still like start a text, don't send it, start an email, don't send it, go wash clothes, go pick up the kids, go take them to soccer, go buy cookies for the moms, go buy chips for the soccer team, baseball team. And I do a million things, and I forgot the cleaners, or I forgot to call my mom to say happy birthday, things that are important. And we have to take the time every morning and every night to see what's important for us. What's important, what truly is important, guys. I honestly feel that the most important thing, at least for me, is the small little things. The small little things, which are huge. Like waking up in the morning, seeing your kids there. To me, that's huge. It has no price, no price. There's no price for that. Being grateful for that. The little things, such as being able to work from home. There's millions of moms that would do anything to work from home. I have that. I'm fortunate. The little things, such as a weekend with the family, laughter, taking them to the zoo, taking them on a nice vacation, or just going out to the park. If you can't take them on a nice vacation, spending quality time with your loved ones. Those are little small things that you don't need anything from anyone, but you will look back one day, hopefully when you're in your 80s, and say, wow, that weekend was amazing. I got to do the gingerbread with my children in our kitchen, or I got to put the Christmas tree with my kids and I record it, and it's something that's recorded in your subconscious forever, forever, forever. No one could take away. And trust me, you would not have money to pay for those memories. So make sure every day you spend it intentionally doing things that make you happy, that make you fulfill. And again, I'll say it again and again and again. It doesn't have to be something that you see on the outside. It doesn't have to be the fancy wanchy house, the fancy cars, the fancy clothes. It could be just a hug from your loved ones, a kiss, a little text to tell your child you love them. Those little things go a long ways, and we take those for granted, and we never know how long the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is going to have us here. So we have to make sure we take the time to tell our loved ones that we love them. We have to make sure we take the time for ourselves to really think about what is it that's important to me? What is it that I want to be remembered for? And for me is this. It's extremely simple. It's extremely basic, but it's huge. And I think for those that are ready to hear it will find and feel this recording to their core and say, yeah, why am I working so hard? Or yeah, why am I doing all this? I have no idea. A lot of people work without knowing why they're working. I was that way for many, many years until I had kids, and I was like, this is my life right here. I want to do better for them. I want to have goals for them. I want to have something for them. Everything shift. And then I got back to reading the books that my mom had been dying and telling me to read since I was 14. And I started opening those books, and I started reading and listening to podcasts that just enriched my soul, enriched my mind, and took my imagination to another level that I wish I could just bring you with me. But it's easy for you to access all those other levels of consciousness. Some people call it imagination, states, awarenesses that you have access to, that I think everyone should take the time, especially if you're busy, crazy busy, take the time to sit down and say, what is it that I really want when I'm 80, sitting down in my little rocking chair? What is it that I want to look back? Those questions are very important, because you will literally work backwards from there. Like, okay, this is what I want in my 70s. This is what I want by my 60s. And you don't have to achieve everything, but the most important is that you feel the love. I think if you felt love most of the days that you lived, and you feel the joy most of the days that you lived a good life. And that's one thing that I remember my cousin. He was always smiling, handsome, handsome man, always smiling. What he was feeling inside, well, I'll never know, but I know on the outside, he was always smiling. He was always very charismatic and caring to everyone, and always very helpful with the grandparents, with the aunts and uncles and the little kids. Very, very caring. You could see it in his demeanor, just the way he carried himself, the way he showed up for people, even strangers. And that's what got me thinking. And I have started this, and then I let it go. And it's not that I let it go. You guys have always been there. This lavishly blessed, I really feel lavishly blessed, has always been there. And I switched it to mindful investors because I devoted my whole time and energy in investing. But not only investing, for a lot of you that don't know, I do real estate investing. But for those that didn't know, my biggest investment, again, over and over, I'll say it to you and say it to anyone, has been on myself, on my mind, on my consciousness, on my awareness, on the way I view things. And it's a shift you have to do internally. I can't do it for you. I could just kind of guide you and show you. But yes, you could do it, and it's easy, and it's life transforming. And I recommend for you to try it, for you to do it. And the time is now. Don't wait for tomorrow, for the new year. Now. The sooner the better. And I just want to tell you, I love you. Like, I don't think life has to be hard. That's my opinion. I turned on the news while his passing for maybe a week. I hadn't turned on my TV probably in 13 years. Well, not my TV, but you know what I mean, the news. I hadn't seen the news in a long time. And just hearing all this craziness, like hurricanes, tornadoes, the economy, the politics, the inflation, like hearing all this, and I was like, oh my God, my world's perfect the way it is. If I could scream my news to the world, I think it would be a better place. So back to this channel, just spreading love, spreading joy, telling you again, it's easy. It's not hard, guys. It's not. If anyone tells you it's hard, maybe for them it is, but I'm telling you it's easy. And you're going to say, well, maybe for you it is. I'm not going to consider myself lucky by no means or fortunate by no means. I just found a way to tap in and I feel super connected. And I think every single one of you is connected. You just forgot or you let the outside noise dictate your inside. And that's why you're getting what you're getting. But I'm telling you, if you disconnect, if you stop searching on the outside and just give yourself some time to think and to feel the joy and to feel blessed, you're going to start seeing things. You have to. There's no other way that's going to come to you. But you have to take the time for yourself. What else can I tell you? Yeah, it's easy. It's beautiful. Life's great. Enjoy every single day. Don't take it for granted. Live, love, be joy to yourself, be joy to those around you, especially the people that are rude. They're going through something. We don't know what they're going through. Pray for them. You don't have to like sit and pray in front of them, but say a little prayer for someone that's been rude to you at work or home. Um, but yes, don't forget to live life by loving and giving joy to yourself and to others. That's all I had to say today. I love you guys.